right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Above and Beyond. And today I have here Rachel. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. And Lisa, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
Thank you for being here. Today we're going to be talking about preparing for your goals, preparing for your future. And there's a lot of thoughts lately here about the future, especially Rachel and I. We've been working in marketing a lot, and there's a lot of future thoughts. So let's jump right into it. Okay. So give me an example. What type of life situation can you prepare for? Give me scenarios.
So I think the first thing that everyone can agree with is preparing, for financial reasons. So first, whether it's like saving for the future, saving up for college, saving for a vacation trip you want to go on, saving up for marriage or wedding or retirement or whatever. Everyone wants to save money. And whether you do that by saving just funds, investing in stocks, or keeping track of your income that comes in and out of the household, that's one good way to prepare for the future. I mean, what about you?
Absolutely. I agree with all of that. I think financial planning, personal wellness, professional development, all those fields are wonderful to plan for. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a huge long-term thing. It could be smaller goals as well.
Exactly. And other things, like, for example, you mentioned marriage, life after college. A pay raise is also one that you need to prepare for. You just don't go waltz in and ask for a pay raise. And same thing, you just don't go into life and try to get a marriage out of nowhere. So you need to prepare for all of that. So how do you prepare for that? How does one plan ahead?
Simply, you just save money. For example, you can just keep track of, because I know they have financial books, you just keep a track of everything that's going in and out. So you say, okay, this month I want to save $100. Next month I want to get up to $500. You just keep consistently saving that money until later on.
Exactly. Almost like measuring things.
Yeah.
Right. Consistency is key, I think. That reminds me of this book I read once by Stephen Guise called Mini Habits, where he talked about the importance of setting small goals.
Absolutely.
That are very sustainable over time. So small enough that it doesn't even require a lot of motivation to accomplish, like reading one page of a book a day or writing one line of code, things like that. But as long as it's consistent, you get to where you're going.
It reminds me to the book called The Slight Edge also that talks about small goals. And at the end of the day, for me, it's about sticking to what works and not trying to reinvent the wheel. Understanding that people has already done it, that you're not the first person. It's not Adam and Eve type of stuff. You know what I mean? So what kind of habits should you have when you're preparing for your future?
So kind of piggybacking off of what Lisa said, one really good habit to have is something simple as practicing. Maybe you could take 5-10 minutes, even an hour out of your day to practice one particular thing that you want to help prepare for your goals in life. And the more you do that, the more it stays engraved into your mind. What do you think?
Yeah, or even just taking 1 minute out of your day to plan and forcing yourself for that 1 minute to sit down and write something that will help your day, go more smoothly. It just decreases stress later in the day to know that you have direction. It just helps you be or feel more in control of your time.
Absolutely. And what so in terms of effectiveness, what are the pros of what are the benefits of preparing ahead of time, preparing for your future?
Well, the idea of planning, first of all, is supposed to make your life more easier. Something's like looking at every single day and planning it out, whether it's, getting up early, going to the gym, making your lunch, working out. Basically, it's tools that's supposed to help you, not supposed to stress you out, not supposed to make your life more worse or this and that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It set the roadmap.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, and it gives you better results in the end. Like, it might take a little time to plan it out, but if you're taking that time to intentionally think about making well-informed decisions, or this is how I'm going to go about doing something, then it's like once it comes to actually doing or living out your day, you have structure, so you can just follow that.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's just like having a clear vision of where you're going, measuring your future, having a clear roadmap, right? It's just not wandering around, wondering where you're going, you know what I mean? So you kind of have a vision, exactly a plan of exactly where you want to go. You may not be there right now, but you know where you're going, you know what I mean? So can somebody, finally, before we wrap it up, Can somebody over prepare for the future?
Actually, yeah, you can. I mean, you can over prepare to the point it becomes almost an obsession where you focus on one thing and you disregard everything else in your life. And that's honestly what you don't want to aim for. I mean, like I said, preparing is supposed to be used as a tool. You're supposed to see what works and what doesn't work, and you go for the things that work in life.
Right, right. And I think it's important to plan for life being unpredictable sometimes. You can't always know exactly how something's going to turn out. And I like this example of a staircase for that because, like, when you go up a staircase, right, you don't always look at the very top to get to where you're going. You can literally just look at the step in front of you and take that one step. And as long as you're consistent in doing that, you still get there. So instead of overwhelming ourselves with like only looking at long-term goals, it's also nice to have little baby steps we can take and just focus on that.
Exactly. Focus on what you do and overthinking stuff also. Like I said, you may not be there yet, but doesn't mean you're not in the right path. You know, as long as you're doing what you should, and don't try to go sideways, don't try to reinvent the wheel, you're good, you know. So we ran out of time. Great conversation. Thank you for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Please
Nice.
come back. And with that being said, guys, follow us on social media. Follow us on LinkedIn. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. We got YouTube. We got Vimeo. We're putting together these podcasts every week. So follow us. And with that being said, have a great week and see you next time.